Hello, my name is Annabelle and let's do some yin yoga. Today's yin yoga practice is going to be specifically around the kidney meridian. So the kidney meridian holds a whole range of our emotions. And we're going to start tapping into them firstly by literally touching our kidneys. So tapping at the back of your ribs with either a closed fist or the back of your hand, whatever feels comfortable. And then I'm going to read the emotions that are held in our kidneys. And I want you to just notice how your body is feeling with this whilst you're bringing up this energy as well. So breathe deeply. Fear. Guilt. Powerless. Broken will. Deep disappointment. Demoralized. Bad news. Fright. Deep exhaustion. Survival. Brutal. Just noticing which of those emotions was uncomfortable to hear. And if you had any somatic change in that, find peace and acceptance for that. Not trying to change it. Placing your hands on your heart when you're ready. Finding gratitude that you've taken this time for this practice. Then we're going to calm ourselves with some alternate nostril breathing. So placing your middle and index finger between your eyebrows and then blocking one nostril off with your thumb. Breathing in through your open nostril, releasing the hold of your thumb on your nostril, closing off your other nostril with your ring finger and exhaling where your thumb was. Then inhaling, closing off that nostril with your thumb, opening the other side, and exhaling. Breathing in and continuing at your own pace. Allowing yourself to calm, find peace. And find even more love and acceptance for yourself. In yin yoga, we stay in positions anywhere between 1 minute and 5 minutes. So we're going to be pushing our limits of what's comfortable and staying fully present in a situation. And I'm also going to guide you through some meditations whilst we're in those poses. Remember that you are in full control. And in yin yoga, we only aim for 80% of our full expression. We don't want to be in pain. We don't want to be pushing ourselves. This is purely relaxation. And now taking our final round of breath here. Finding center. And then placing your hand on your heart. And then grab your props and meet me on your mat. Or maybe that is bolsters and blocks or blankets and pillows. We're going to start in mountain pose and just finding our center. So I invite you to go from tippy toes to heel, from one side of the body to the other. Just finding where your balance is in your feet. And sometimes we need to be off balance to find our center, to realign. Taking your final breath, finding your center, and adding a bend to your knees. Bringing your shoulders up to your ears and releasing them. This time again, shoulders up to your ears, and imagine you're releasing the weight of the world. One more time. Release. And just taking a moment to notice how centered and free you feel before folding forward on your exhale and doing a bit of a ragdoll, grabbing your arms, allowing yourself to sway, putting even more bend into your knees. Then crawling forward, coming into a downward dog here. Lowering your knees, grabbing your bolster or some pillows, and we're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose. So bringing your knees as far as your mat and just allowing yourself to be supported by what is underneath you. Allowing your legs to soften, your stomach to soften. With each breath, going deeper, finding more relaxation. I want you to think of the times that you're in survival mode, maybe physically or mentally, and how at the moment you have the time, the energy to take a yoga class, to relax. What a gift it is to be at a different stage of life. Maybe you still feel this way sometimes in your life. But having full acceptance that you are here today. You are choosing to better yourself, to love yourself, and nourish yourself in the best way that you know how. That you are taking care of yourself. That it's safe to relax. That it's safe exactly where you are. And taking one final deep breath in. And on your exhale, pushing upwards. Releasing your boulder. And bringing your legs in. Now we're going to come into a downward dog variation. Downward dog to plank, just adding some movement back into your legs, whatever feels right. Maybe even going up into a downward dog. And then we're going to come into a butterfly position. This is where some blocks or some blankets are going to be really helpful just to add some support. Leaning forward. And remember, we only want to go to about 80%. You can continually move your bolsters throughout this, allowing you to go deeper and deeper. But just take a breath. And in this pose, we're going to think about guilt. What that emotion means to you. And how we can release it. Because guilt doesn't serve us. It keeps us captive. With each inhale, finding more acceptance. With each exhale, releasing that guilt. Knowing you've already learnt from it. That now it's okay to let it go. It's safe to. And one final deep breath here. Breathing in. And on your exhale, start to slowly push yourself up. Use your arms to help your legs come up. Then place your legs in front of you and just give them a shake. Allowing yourself to be kind and soft with yourself. Now we're going to come to laying on our front, and I invite you to grab a pillow for this. So we're going to do a Sphinx variation, not for as long as the other poses. So just from your rib cage upwards, keeping that up and active, and try and relax your hips, relax your thighs, relax your calves, relax your feet, relax your glutes, relax your belly, and finally releasing, taking that pillow away from you and then rolling onto your back. Now we're going to lay flat, reaching our arms overhead. We're going to add a bit of a twist, so reaching both of your hands towards the top right hand side and bringing your left leg over your right, allowing that left side body to really stretch. Our left side holds all of our emotions. It's more of the feminine side. So we're going to think about all the times we felt powerless. Powerless over our emotions. Powerless over ourselves. Powerless over others. Accepting and loving that aspect of us. Allowing yourself to sit in whatever's coming up, and if that's nothing, accepting that also. Breathing deeply, knowing this emotion will pass. And taking one final deep inhale into the left-hand side of your body. And on your exhale, returning to center. If it feels right, come into a bridge pose, lifting your hips high to the sky, adding a little counterbalance from that pose. And then straightening back out, and we're going to come to the other side, reaching your hands over, crossing your outer foot over your inner. Now we're stretching out the right hand side. This is more the physical of what we experience. We're going to focus on feeling powerless in our physical, however that relates to you, if that relates to you. Sit with that energy, sit with that emotion, knowing you're safe to feel it. And breathing deeply, creating more space, allowing this energy to be felt so it can be released. With each breath, relaxing more and more, softening into this pose. And taking a final few rounds of breath, really opening up this right hand side of the body. And when you're ready, coming back to center. Again, taking that bridge pose if it feels right for you. Maybe clasping your hands behind your back, releasing your shoulders. And then we're going to grab a block and place that under your tailbone for our next pose. This isn't needed, but it does make it a little more comfortable. From here, we're going to lift our feet up towards the sky. Not flexing or pointing the feet, just allowing them to hang naturally. With each exhale, bringing your feet even closer to you. But again, not forcing anything. Staying at that 80%. With each breath, deepening even further, knowing that it is safe to be in discomfort. Reminding yourself that you do not need to be in pain, and if you are, backing off a little in any pose. You're in complete control. Allowing your body to do what it needs to. Seeing how easy it is for your body to naturally loosen once it has time. Allowing all the energy to integrate and noticing how seamless and smart the body is. How it does it all naturally for you. Taking a final moment before bringing your feet down. Slowly placing one foot down, then the other. Lifting your hips to release the block. Then windscreen wipering out your legs, one side to the other. If you're yawning, getting tired, shaking, getting hot or cold, it's actually a good thing. It's an energy release because your body is allowing it. Now hugging your knees to your chest before bringing the arms out into a T shape. Then bringing your knees to the right hand side, keeping your shoulder down on the mat. I'm going to read out the list of words again and just see what resonates with you. Fear, guilt, powerless, broken will, deep disappointment, demoralized, bad news, fright, deep exhaustion, survival, brutal, taking some more deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax, to rest fully. And then on your exhale, coming back into center, giving your knees a hug, bringing them closer to your chest, being gentle and slow with yourself. before dropping your arms and bringing the knees to the other side. Allowing whatever energy needs to come up, to come up. Maybe in the form of memories, tension in your body, or nothing at all. There is no right or wrong. You are doing it perfectly. And taking a final few breaths. And on your next exhale, coming back to center, hugging your knees tightly to your chest, really pushing your lower back into the ground, then dropping one leg, then the other, and coming into Shavasana. Allowing yourself to relax, knowing you have done enough. And now I will speak some affirmations over you before leaving you in peace for a moment. You are so worthy. You are so powerful. And you do so much good with your power. You have such strong morals and values. You truly know who you are. You are thriving. You are living a life that you create, that makes you happy, that is fulfilling even if not everyone understands it. You are truly fearless. You live a life authentic to you. And that is so incredible to watch. Everyone is so happy that you are doing what is right for you, because it means they get to see you shine. And you shine so brightly. It is so wonderful to watch. You are so unique, so marvelous. You are truly amazing. You are so strong and so courageous. Finally, coming back to your body. Taking a moment, moving your fingers and toes before rolling onto your side. And when you're ready, pushing yourself up to seated, taking your time. You have done so well today. I'm so proud of you. I encourage you to do some journaling, to do what you need to feel calm and centered. Maybe that's reach out to someone, or do whatever practice you know works for you. I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you have a good day.